In Module 5, we will discuss selected structures, functions, and physiology of the respiratory system. So first, we'll begin with some basic functions. Although we tend to associate the respiratory system with the function of gas exchange, it has additional functions as well. So, of course, it functions in gas exchange, the process in which we are picking up oxygen at the lungs to put that oxygen into the bloodstream, and at the same time we are eliminating CO2 gas from the bloodstream as well. It also functions in vocalization, that is, it assists in the production of speech sounds, and it also controls pH of the blood. So the respiratory system can control the acid-base chemistry in the bloodstream. So the term respiration actually implies four processes or involves four processes. Two of these are fulfilled by the respiratory system, and the other two involve the cardiovascular system. So the respiratory system controls what is called pulmonary ventilation and external respiration. Pulmonary ventilation, which is also known as breathing, is the movement of volumes of air by skeletal muscles into and out of the lungs. External respiration is the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide gases between the air in the lungs and the blood that's flowing through the pulmonary capillaries. This exchange is made possible because the capillaries in the lungs are brought in close proximity to the air within the lungs, and that is where diffusion can occur to exchange those gases. The cardiovascular system, on the other hand, controls transport and internal respiration. Transport involves the movement of blood by the heart so that it can circulate to all tissues of the body to make those exchanges possible. And internal respiration is the exchange of oxygen and carbon dioxide gas between the blood and the tissues. This exchange is made possible because the blood in the systemic capillaries is brought in close proximity to most cells within the body. And then from there, exchange can take place by diffusion. So internal respiration can also be viewed as tissue level respiration. And we also have cellular respiration, which, as its name implies, occurs at the cellular level. And cellular respiration involves the breakdown of glucose and the use of oxygen gas to make energy in the form of ATP for that particular cell. So this occurs mostly within the mitochondria of the cell, and one small part of cellular respiration, that's called glycolysis, occurs in the cytoplasm. We see that oxygen gas is required, and CO2 gas is produced as a waste product of this process. And that CO2 gas comes from the breakdown of glucose.